2 show, 3. A aula de hoje é para aprender como fazer um pouco de improviso. Olá, Brasil! Olhar o mundo. Aqui, lá no Boveda, Rádio Terra. Boa tarde, todo mundo. Boa tarde, Brasil. Não, vocês têm outros acordes. Ok, eu vou falar e vocês podem pegar esses outros. Você pode fazer Fá. E você pode fazer um Dó, Lá menor. Pode fazer Fá, Dó, Lá menor. Dó, que é Fá, Dó. Stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. Vamos fazer isso. Stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. Vou tentar. 2. E faz. A little 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready now. Cool cat go, I said, don't you hey? Step on my blue suede shoe. You can do anything but stay hard for them blue suede shoes. Think again, if I. Well, you can knock me down, you can sit on my face, slandering my name all over the place. Do anything that you wanna do. Where's my... Eu vou parar. Agora vamos ter certeza que você sabe. Agora a primeira coisa que você aprendeu foi essa. Mas eu tô dando outra parte de brinde. Ok? Onde você vai pegar nessa primeira casa e você vai tocar um número. Olha como é esse número. Você faz 1, 2, 3, 4. Ops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Começa na 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eu tô no 8. Now, Elvis, no início da música, olha o que ele faz. Ele faz assim. Hello, everybody. So here we are for the blues kind of. I guess it's kind of a blues, slow blues kind of really beautiful song by Stevie Ray Vaughan's called Lenny. And we're going to work on that today. And what we're going to learn how to do, we're going to learn how to play the song. We have the tabs here right in the session. You'll be able to see those. And those of you that are already signed up for the free guitar classes that are brought to you by my band, Banate Hakia, through our project, Radio Terra. You can sign up right here. There's a description in the on the channel, how to sign up. And there's you click the bell and you find out what's going on with everything, band, shows, giveaways. We always give away free stuff. Not always, but a lot of times give away free stuff, free albums. And anyway, so you can find out all about things, and also you can get the materials. There's a full chart, full tabs for this song in here, and for well, I don't know if I'd say I have about a year and a half of classes here. We have over 2.5 years of classes there's harmonica classes, drum lessons, really great musicians, and there's drums, percussion, harmonica, guitar, voice. So anyway, so we're going to start with this. And so what we're going to learn how to do is play the song, and also we're going to keep kind of working on our organization of how to organize the guitar so that we can move around here and just, transfer general ideas into specific kind of musical situations. We work with the idea intervals instead of so much, just so that you can, like, instead of having to learn everything all over again all the time. For example, in this song, there's that first chord. You go, and then there's this. So what is that? So that's like a little run. Intervals is like a little guitar lick. It's based off the pentatonic scale. And so it's something that we work on. We work on these intervals because we talk about the 8 notes in the scale, and there's distance between one note to the other. So, for example, let's see who knows what this song is. So that little line there. So who knows the name of the song? Just by the way, just reminding you guys, these classes, you can watch them whenever you want, but you have access to all the stuff, the materials that are in the classes. However, if you show up on the times of the class that's going on, like right now, if you come in here, you can ask me, what do you mean intervals? So you can ask questions in real time. It's pretty cool. It's not. I wish I had someone I could do that with. Anyway, okay. So anyway, the name of the song is "My Girl," and it's got this line, "Dum dum da boom da boom." So who knows what kind of line that is? What is that I just played? If you said the major pentatonic, you're right. Like it's like 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. Or what's another name for that 1? Yes, 8. So basically, and this is something you use. If you ever got into the Allman Brothers or Dickie Betts, I mean let's see. I don't know how that worked, but remember that Blue Sky? Look at So it's so they go ba da 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 da. And they go. So he's just going down the pentatonic scale from the third note, third interval, third note in the scale. Because I'm not going to talk about the 5 notes in the pentatonic scale right now. Just the numbers. It's like 1. So it's 1, 2. That thing we just did from My Girl. It's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. Right. So in the pentatonic scale, if you start on Blue Sky, da, 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 start on 3, the interval 3. You go to interval 2. So there I am at the beginning of da 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 da. So it's da 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 3 2 1 6 5 3 2 3 1. Okay, so in Lenny, we got this lick that we do. It's cool. So we play the first chord. And we just go do that pentatonic thing. And so, just to kind of so we're going to pay attention to that stuff in this song and in all the songs so we can kind of know a little bit more about how things work with our chords, our vocal lines, and everything. So we go dum, dum. Now we go in and we go. Now we're on an E because we're in the key of E in this song. Okay, so we always think of intervals, and so we're on the E. Now we go to A. Now we're getting off the A. Now I'm on an E, so I can kind of think of now the starting point is an E because I'm going to the E chord. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 5 6 6 5 2 2 3 5. Okay, intervals. Okay, so it's really important to pay attention to them and not, instead of just memorizing licks. You know, I'm going to play the pentatonic scale. I'm going to play a pentatonic major scale now. It's good to play those scales. You know. Now I'm going to play the A one. And you need to play with a metronome, by the way. But so it's good to know. But when you're not just. Why don't we do it in a more organized way? And we look at the intervals, okay? And that's another. And so that's kind of one way. So you just go up as far as you can. And then we're going to go. What? Now I'm looking here. I stopped here on this E. And that's why it's cool to know the intervals. Because in the pentatonic scale, I mean, you kind of know this, but you can feel it too. So I'm not going to go to here because when I'm on the E, the next interval down in the pentatonic scale is the 6th interval of the scale. So I'm on 8, 6, 5, and then, okay, so I'm on a 5. 5, 5 to 4. Okay. And there's an interesting thing when you're going up. 1, 2, 3, 5. It's kind of that's a and so intervals. What's a triad? So a triad. So we're going to get into these chords of this song, but we're going to do it in this way of like, well, what's a triad? That's like the 3 notes. So let's go to the CAGED chords, Gabe, and we're going to learn the first chord in this song. So CAGED, it just, I mean, they kind of look like cages, but it's because of the CAGED, their forms. And so the first chord is pretty much, I think of it, is that kind of in that C form, believe it or not, even though I'm way spread out all over the place with my hand. But that note right here, see here I'm on I'm on the 7th fret, but that 3rd ball there. Wait a minute, where's the 3rd? Yeah, 3rd ball. Doop. Okay, so that's the E. Now I'm going to move down here. Now I'm in the C for the CAGED thing. And the most basic chord in the world is a triad, and it's like the first note of the scale, the 3rd note, and the 5th note. So what you have, see that little circle at the top on the 4th string, the 3rd string. It's a circle. No one's holding it. It's just an open. So it's you got your 3rd finger on that C. That's the first note of the scale. 1, 2, and then so that 2 is for a 2nd finger, but that's the 3rd. 1, 3, 5, and then up to 1. So that's and that's real important to know that whole triad thing, okay? So that you can, and then you guys are all probably playing your scales, and there's a way to play the C scale kind of in this open position. But also you can play it here. Okay, but so basically you got 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. There's our 3. And then it's kind of good to know from 3 to 4 is a half step. So what's this called from 1 to 2? What's that name of that interval? If you said whole step, you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. Between 3 and 4 is a half step. So I always tell people, just remember, if you just can remember between 3 and 4 and 7 eighths, half step. Between E and F is half step, and G and C is a half step. So 3 and 4 and 7 8 half steps. E and F, and what's the other half step? Anybody? E and F. If you said B and C, you're right. So if you knowing that, you can know how to create every scale that exists. So here we are, 1, 2, 3, 4. So then 5. So I'm on 4. I'm on 5. So a whole step up, and then another whole up step to 7. So here I am. So check it out. So that's my 7. So now I almost got the whole chord. So let's take this thing up 2, because it's a C. If I go up here, I got a D with a bunch of cool open string. If I go up to here, you got a bar to really hit it. But there's the 1, 3, and then 1 again. But the main thing is you got this E, and you got the 3rd. So you put your first finger right on that E, 2nd finger on the 3rd, and now we're going to go to that 7th as we found out where it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there it is. And then all we got to do to make this first chord, so you're kind of seeing this CAGED thing here. So you know where the E, why it's an E chord, because it's like from this whole E, D. So here we are, add it. And then we got 1, 3, 7. It's cool, huh? Then let's just kind of look at our CAGED thing again. And let's go back here. Now see where that 1 is? That's a C. So that's 1. Okay. So we go up, and then 2, 3. Okay, so it's 1, 2. So look how far away that is. It's kind of like, how far away is is the 3 from the 1? Well, it's 2 whole steps. So let's go back up to here now. And then there's our 1. So there's our 3. Or we can also think of it as, let's go back to the CAGED thing now for the A. Okay, so that 5th string, that's your A note. So let's take that up to the E. So you got, and this is like people use this in rock and roll all the time. Okay, so anyway, so we're way up here. So let's go back. Put me on the wide now, Gabe. So we're up here at this E note. And so this is that CAGED. Here's the CAGED A, because this note right here, open, right there, is an A. So you go B, C, D, E. Okay, so we went E. Now, we made this CAGED thing. Well, let's just kind of cover up the top 2 strings with our little finger, because we found that we remember that's the 3rd. So let's go back down to the CAGED. I'm just going to go here with you. It's real important to know, so try it again. So it's the A, and then this happens, that's the 5th, that's the 3rd. So on your 3rd string is the 3rd. And then you got, wait a minute, no, I'm sorry. It's the 5th, it's the root, open A, the root, 5th, and then you have the root again, the A again. That's A. And then the last one on the 2nd string, that is your 3rd. Okay, so really important. Know that those 3 notes is real important, because this is one of your main chords. So if you take this 3rd and you lower it, then you got an A minor. If you take this 1 and take it down 1, now you got a major 7th. You take it down 1 more, it's a flat 7th. So that's like the rock and roll 7th. Or you can bar across, and that's the Stevie Ray Vaughan 7th. He uses it all the time. Then he goes to the A. Or even Mary Had a Little Lamb. E. So he's got that 7th there, so you can hear it there. So if you're up here at the E, you got the same 7th. So it's and if you wanted the 7th here. Okay, so basically here we are back to our chord. 1, 3, 7, and then we just go across here, 3rd, and that's the 6th. And let's go to the chart page, part 1. So on this page right over here, it shows you how to make these chords. Get my finger working backwards. I got to do everything backwards. So it shows you how to make these chords, okay? So just play all this stuff. So there it is. The notes are there on the tabs. And you can whammy it. Our little lick. Okay, so that's our chord. So we got our two chords now, but so we learned the first one. And now, how are we going to do the second one? Well, it's there in the tab. So what you're going to do, and let's go back to the CAGED chords again. We're going to look at the G chord. Okay? And so look at this G. Where do we find this? Here's the G's right here. But you can move that. So let's move it up to the A. And now while we're here, don't just kind of go, okay, G. No, really. You need to know that this is a G note right here. Okay, that's the G, and that's A. Whoops. A. That's A. Okay, so we're going to go up to this A, and we're going to play. Now, we're not going to play that second finger dot. We're going to take it here. We're going to go next to that. And that's going to be the sixth. And so, if you don't believe me, let's just go up the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then we're going to add. We're going to go over on the same fret as our second finger. And it's real important to know what note that is. And what that is the fifth. And then we're going to put in the third. Now, a way to know for sure that's the fifth is we're going to go over into the E of the CAGED thing, okay? And to do that, we're going to go down to this E. And see that open, that circle, empty circle over the sixth string? Well, that's an E. So if I take this and I just bring it up to, now you need to know these notes. Okay, so if I bring it up to here and bar it, I got a, what's that? F. By the way, from E to F is how far? What's the name of that? A half a what? Step. E to F, half step. Now I'm in an F. And it's good to know that. So what you have is you have all your triads. So let's just look at this E. Really important to know these. If you want to really move on with music and see, you just learn this once and you got it. You use it for the rest of your life. This is an E. That's how you find where to go. And then the next thing is a fifth. And the next one's the E again. So that's why you can go. So when you're playing Voodoo Child, that's an E. You just take this. And then you go to, so anyway, that's an E. Then you got your third here. And so that's why, and then all you do is lift this up. This is the third. You lift it up. Where's the other half step between 3 and what? 4. Okay, 7 and 8, 3 and 4, E and F, B and C. You just get rid of this. Now you got an E minor. Okay? Now I'm on an E. If I want the E, the beautiful E sound, I go to here. Simple. It's not really done that much, but so they don't really use that one. That's the seventh. I mean, it's possible, but if you want to get the beautiful E major 7, it's more like here. But anyway, okay, so here's the E. Okay, so this is our, and then you just have 5 and 1 again. So it's just like 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 1, 1, 5, 1, 1, 1, 5, 1. 1, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1. So knowing that, so what can I do? So now I'm going to take this up here. Now I'm going to go up to the, okay, so now I'm in G, because that's a G. And what was this? 5, 1. So you start in a flat third, because here's our thing. That's the third. So you go. So you have, I got the top 4 notes of this thing. So I go down here. Here they are down here. Okay, now I'm going to go up. So there they are. So go. So anyway, this is an important thing to know, is that's 5-1. So now here we are. Okay. But for in the caged, it's right here. This now we're in the A caged, the A. So that's a 3. And right next to the 3, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, open 5, 6. So that's 6 right there. So we have 3, 6. So we take that all the way up here to our E. Okay, but the reason I'm showing you about this 5, 6 on the A, the E, the E shape is we're up here on this A where we're playing this chord. So we play our 1, 6, and then we have, so we know that's also, because it's the same note. So it's all, but we're not going to play that one. We're going to go next to it and play the 5th and the 3rd. So instead of doing this 1, 3, 5, 1, we're going to go 5, 3. So 1, 6, 5, 3. Whoops. 3, 1, 6, 5. 5, 5, 3. And you just kind of deaden this. And that's how you get that second chord. And it's also right there in the tab for you, okay? So that's kind of what we needed, where we need to get to by today. Next Tuesday, we're going to go over how to use the pentatonic scales inside all of this. But so right now, we're doing the song. So it's like, so one last little tip. I want you to take your metronome so you can play this with me next week. We're going to move it down or go to YouTube and find a metronome at like 70. You can even do it slower if you want. You turn that on. And what we're going to do, let's do this chord. So here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to play it. And you got to hold. I want you to organize to play it again before the next time around. So you got this much time. 2, 3. So I'm just doing the whole thing, and I'm off. I'm off it. 2, 3. Now I got to get it back. 2, 3, 4. Just take it away and try to get it back without looking. 4. Okay, and that's how. And as while you're doing that, make sure you don't forget this is a 5 and 3. That's your 3. Man, that 6 is a nice note. Okay, you know that's a 6. And then you can do that. And you got time because you can hit the bass notes first. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's how you can practice and get these chords. Same way with this one. You start with this first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, lay this down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it away. 4. Take it away. Put it back. Take it away and put it back. Whoop. Put your finger some other way. And just get a metronome speed that you can do it, and it's all cool. Okay? So next week we're going to do more stuff with this, learn some more pentatonic scales, learn the Jimi Hendrix kind of thing that he uses. Anyway, you just have fun with it. So let's see each other next Tuesday. Don't forget to sign up on the channel and hit that bell so you get to know about whatever. There's always stuff going on. We got stuff going on here. we have album giveaways, and we got a live stream coming up on Sunday with our percussionist Matt Vorsimer from the U.S. So he's going to be here in Brazil with us, with the whole crew, Sunday, and you'll get a notification about that and a reminder. And you can also sign up on the channel right there in the description. Okay, so I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Take care and have fun playing.